All right. Hopefully this isn't too bad of Roblox quality. My face cam is not nearly as high quality as I would have liked. I do apologize. The thing is I'm on vacation right now. At my parents' house here in New York, so I'm not at my setup back in Florida. The video that I posted today on my short forums was literally edited on my phone. It was so much harder to edit, but like just trading in general is going to be a lot harder over the course of the next few days, and it's definitely something I'm going to have to adapt to as I start to travel more, which is I'm looking like I'm going to do. I don't even know how this mic sounds. Hopefully this mic quality isn't as bad as this video quality, because man, this webcam is really bad. But we're just going to do a quick trade recap. I took one trade today, and it was an L, 30-point L, down about $400 on my account. Didn't trade yesterday because I was flying back here from Florida, but so first trade of the week, and it was red. Unfortunately, just took one trade today, and it's hard because I'm away from my setup. That's another thing. Like, just psychologically wise, trading away from your setup is so hard, bro. Because you just get into such a routine where you're so comfortable on your setup. You know all your buttons and everything, and even being in a kind of foreign environment can kind of mess you up. But whatever, stuck to my rules. So whatever. I stuck to my rules. That's all I can do. So I took one trade today. And then I was just not in the mood to trade. I took one trade. I took an L. Even though I followed my rules after taking the L, I was just not in the mood to keep trading. So I'm just going to do a quick little trade recap. Oops. Okay, hopefully it's still recording. And you can see, like, look, bro, look at how slow this thing is. This is literally my sister's MacBook, bro. This thing is ancient, too. This thing is actually ancient, and it's pretty slow, but it's the only thing that I have to work on. Like, I treated on my sister's PC today, and I had to be in her room for it's a whole thing. But anyway, whatever. Market opens right here at 9:30, obviously. And bro, market the last couple of days has been, bro, like yesterday and today. I didn't trade yesterday, but price has been moving just insane. We've literally been having these insane volume days, and I think it's because of the huge dump, and there's a lot of kind of talk about the stock market now. A lot of people are buying and selling in the stock market now since we've dumped so much, like trillions of dollars lost in the stock market. If you do, unless you live under a rock, I'm sure that you've heard about all the stuff going on with the stock market and how much we've just been bleeding out and dumping, which is really good for long-term investors, because right now is the dip. Right now is the time to kind of load up your long-term portfolio. Anyway, market opens right up here. Right off rip, I'm looking for areas of kind of reversal, significant spots. Right here we have a low, bottom of the wick to top of the body. This actually should be right there. I must have accidentally moved it. Then we come all the way up here. We make this high. We make this high right here at 10:08, and then we dump out of it. So I made this zone right up here, and then we came in to test it, and now I'm looking for shorts out of it. And then I was just looking to play zone to zone. I was honestly ideally looking to play from here down to here and then back up to here, which is exactly what happened. As you can see here, we tapped into here, came down to here, and then shot up, which is exactly what I was anticipating to happen, exactly what I was looking to play. But unfortunately, I got used as liquidity on this play. And the thing that's crazy is, so you can see right here, I took this entry because we tapped into my zone, then we had some, slowness of momentum out of it, and we had this big candle out of it. Pretty significant top wick, little bit of a bottom wick, but the top wick was much bigger than the bottom wick, or not much bigger, but definitely bigger than the bottom wick. So I was comfortable taking this 30.1 to 1, got stopped out, and then we just wicked a bunch, and then TP actually did end up hitting on that trade. Unfortunately, though, I did get stopped out. Did get used as liquidity on that one. You can see right here down here. And I'm kind of glad that I wrapped things up early, and I just, I was not in the right headspace to keep trading. I lost this trade, and I was sitting, at my sister's desk here at my parents' house, and I was like, you know what, I don't like being away from my setup. And I took this trade on my live account. I think for the rest of the time that I'm here, that I'm away from my setup, I'm just going to be trading on my evals, because I don't want to risk, I don't really feel like I'm 100% there psychologically, even though I did follow my rules for this trade. I'm just not, there's a small part of me I'm not fully comfortable with kind of, trading on my PAs right now. So we're just going to stick to evals until I get back to my home setup down in Florida. But Right here we just dumped, pretty much was looking for, right here I honestly probably would have taken shorts again. So we got stopped out right here on this candle. The thing is, right here on this second candle, right after, I would have taken shorts again because we would have came up, taken shorts right here since we had such a big top wick right here. And then I actually would have hit on that right, down here. That actually would have hit, but then I would have probably taken shorts again right here and then got stopped out. So I probably would have ended up down one trade on the day anyway, about $400 on my 50K PA. But, I mean, yeah, that's really a quick trade recap. Nothing crazy, just sticking to my rules. That's the end of the day. I'm not mad about this, I'm really not mad about it, and I'm kind of glad that I did take an L today because, at the end of the day, I followed my rules, but it kind of just showed me. It made me realize that I should not be trading on my PAs while I'm away from my home setup. And this is kind of the first time I've really been, I consider myself pretty dialed recently, and I haven't lost a trade. This was the first trade that I've lost since I started using this strategy about a week ago. And it also happens to be the first trade that I took away from my setup. So I don't know if that's coincidence. It doesn't feel like it personally for me, so I'm just taking a step back. Only going to be trading on my evals while I'm here. Hopefully I can pass a couple more evals and be on, some more live accounts by the time I get home. But that's it, man. It looks like let's see what happened today. I didn't even really, take a look at the market after I got off. I literally hopped off as soon as I was out of that trade. So yeah, it looks like we just came up for this rally and then we dumped. But the crazy thing is, look at how we're moving. Look at some of these candles. This candle right here, bro. All right, I don't even know the right, but is it shift and click or is it command and click? Okay. This candle right here on the 2 minute, we're having 80-point candles on the 2 minute, bro. 80-point candles on the 2 minute is actually insane. I trade 30-point 1-to-1s, and 30 points when you're scalping it's a pretty decent amount of space to let a trade breathe. And I got stopped out in one candle. We're having candles that are literally huge, bro. It's actually insane the amount of volume that has come into the market the last couple of days. Look, this candle right here, 60 points. From this bottom right down here, let's see the range that we made today. From this bottom right down here, kind of around open to the high, our high of day was 520 points. We literally made a 520-point move up. And then the craziest part is we made a 520-point move up since open, and then we came all the way back down. 500 points up and then back down in one day is actually insane. So the amount of volume in the market is crazy. Market conditions are high right now. Volatility is high right now. And it's kind of just I personally think it's a combination of a lot of things. The election, this massive sell-off we're having. A lot of tech companies are kind of, taking massive hits. Nvidia has been taking a massive hit. A lot of just big companies in NQ and the S&P have just been getting hit hard. Obviously, we've literally been having... like I mentioned earlier, unless you're living under a rock, you have definitely seen that we have been having historical dumps in the market, literally historical. We haven't seen moves this big, sell-offs this big since COVID, which is crazy. Do I think we'll go back up? Yes, in the long time. Do I think if you have a long-term portfolio, this is a time to buy? Yes. Personally, yeah. This happens every time, then we end up going, I see it in a year's time, the S&P is probably going to be, SPY's probably going to be at $650 in a year's time. But, yeah, man, that's all I got. Just a quick trade recap today. Hopefully I, am able to produce some higher quality videos, or I'll figure out something. I'm going to play around with a bunch of stuff tonight. Hopefully just be able to make a higher quality video because, I'm just doing what I can. At least that's my whole thing. The videos that I'm going to be able to make while I'm here are going to be not nearly as of high quality as the ones that I'm able to make at home, just because I'm so much more limited on my resources. But hopefully, it's half decent, and I'd rather be posting something rather than nothing and kind of just disappearing off the face of the earth for a week. But yeah, that's it for a trade recap. Just like and sub up. That's all I really got. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Again, I'm going to be trading on my evals for the rest of the week, so just I don't know that if you want to, but yeah, later, guys.